Are you looking at iMemories to get your home movies digitized, or some of the other online box companies that you're seeing ads all over social media, just pounding away at getting you to get all your stuff digitized, which of course you need to do if this old and everything. My name is Phil from gotmemories.com. I've been doing this for over 20 years and I'm in the Phoenix area. iMemories is in Scottsdale, about 10 miles away. And I did come across this video the other day, which kind of highlights a lot of what my channel is about and why all these companies are giving back people staticky files that are jumpy, or the pictures all over the place, or the audio's missing, or footage is missing, and why this happens. There's an array of reasons why this happens, mainly having hundreds of staff and trying to corral them. And at my height, I had 7 full-time employees, and I could not handle that. I don't know how. Mark here at Got Memories deals with all of that. I've met the guy. He's really, really nice chap. And they get all of their video decks repaired at Arizona Video Electronics here. So I do talk to the staff every now and then. And they're always talking very highly of Mark and, and the business as a whole. So without that, I'm not here to cast shade because, they actually do, an all right. And they're trying to do the best they can, given the volume that they do. But, fair play, showing the equipment, movie stuff equipment, not my first choice. I used to have their equipment, but quality can be good and it looks good there. My main point of this here is about the videotapes. So you're going to see something in a second that can't do. So this is where all the videotapes are done. So you're seeing all these decks here, okay? So they're all running from VCRs, feeding into a centralized hub screen where they have, little probably thumbnails where everything's running through. And somebody has to be in charge of that, kind of like an air traffic controller where they're looking at all the dots on the screen with the plane. Now, whether they're paying attention, whether they see static, whether they can really see detail, or if they're paying attention, who knows? But the way that I have to run this stuff to make sure everything is clear, I'm not obviously sitting here with popcorn, but this isn't the most efficient way of doing things. What they're doing is the most efficient way, which is just banks and banks of players. And then they can feed it all in, and it's all about trying to maximize output, which, when you're a big corporation, you've got thousands and thousands of videotapes a day coming in, then you need to do this. But this is not the way to do it. I mean, you get what you pay for. And I'm trying to find, here we go. See, this is what happens, and this is why. Look at all these boxes here. They're on pallets. I mean, there's tens of thousands of videotapes. There's even a pallet. Look, the thing here for all of these boxes that come in, and it's just amazing amount of boxes and stuff. I mean, this is all shrink wrapped around on pallets to keep it in check and stacked and everything. So keeping control of all that is a monumental task. And quality control as well, because there's no fast way of doing any of this stuff. So I have to have all of this stuff big on the screen. So the players react to the thing here. If I see any problems going on, I can pan around and fix issues. I can stop the tape, restart it, clean the video heads. Is the tape all gone bad? Is all these different things, but you need to see what's going on for it truly to be transferred clear. Otherwise, they're blindfolded. Forget that, my God. And I have all these boxes here. You might wonder why I have these boxes, because people see the videotapes, my YouTube videos, and they're like, oh my God, I'm not sending them anything. Or I'm redoing a tremendous amount of work because all of these companies are running stuff through players. They get clogged. There's all these problems with these players. And where you've got videotapes that have been stuck in steamy garages for 30, 40 years, and you put them in a VCR for the first time, they're going to contaminate the heads. And you don't know what's going on if you don't have an eagle eye view of everything going on. And also, smaller is better. If you're looking for a company to do this, you must see high Google scores. I've got a 5.0 with almost 300 reviews. Hopefully, a YouTube channel where you're seeing the owner and the person who's in charge that takes pride in what they do, and is not out to make millions of dollars and got investors to answer to. I can take more time with this, but time is money, and I do charge more. All these companies are competing with each other to get, it's just a race to the bottom. But if you are shopping around, you must see a 5.0 with high Google scores. It's up to like 280 something right now, which is unheard of with any business, let alone this. And because this is such a near and dear type of thing that you're doing, you really need to make sure that the company you're handing your precious one copy of home movies off to is checking all these boxes. Otherwise, you're going to be doing this again or have footage that is missing or you can't even watch it. So, kudos to, I would say, hand on heart, like, Mark over there at iMemories, he got started many, many years ago and actually boosted my business in terms of, I was working out of a very small office and they used to advertise really big here in the Phoenix area. And then it brought awareness and, their prices were kind of up there in the early days. And now they've kind of settled into their price points. But yeah, I mean, this is all old fiddly stuff. And anyone that works within this industry knows all of the problems with all these old players, all of the dirty, filthy, the stuff that I get in, the pack rat, dusty stuff, and you've got to clean everything, and it just gets gross sometimes, and especially when it's very, very temperamental media and temperamental players. You're putting dirty tapes into a VCR, it's going to contaminate it, and then you're not going to get a picture off of it. So you've got to pull it, you've got to clean it, you've got to replace the heads. All of this stuff here is just intricate stuff, and you got to know what's going on with a VCR. You got to know how to fix all this stuff or have the resources to do that. I.e., I have Tim, Arizona Video Electronics next door. I also fix tapes. If there's moldy tapes, I do have videos on that. This is becoming more and more common now, and I know for a fact that iMemories, they do not do moldy tapes. Definitely Legacy Box does not. All these companies, they don't touch this moldy stuff because it's very, very time consuming. It does contaminate all of these players, and these players and the heads and the repairs gets pricey and the parts are hard to find. So if you are looking to get this done yourself, you're going to need a lot of equipment, and you're going to be on YouTube trying to figure all the problems out within my channel, because a lot of people do get resources, information from my channel. If you're in the industry and you're doing crappy work, clean up your act. If you would like to get a quote from me, gotmemories.com. If you are just kicking tires and you're looking for the cheapest price, that's not what I'm about. I do top end, conscientious work. And I take pride in what I do, and that reflects in the reviews. So I no longer have employees. Well, I have one. And I've reduced everything back over the years to where it's more pleasurable for me, and I enjoy the business and I enjoy what I do, and that shows in the quality of everything and all of that stuff. So anyway,